Hey there and welcome back to the channel. We actually have a pretty big iPadOS beta to talk about today with this first iPadOS 26.4 release. I won't belabor this with a long intro, but to get it out of the way, no, new Siri is not here in this release yet. However, when I installed this beta, I took a peek in Apple Intelligence settings and the system was downloading some resources. What they were for, not sure, but it was doing something. Anyway, let's jump right into what's new. So there's a new shortcut for accessing App Exposé. If you're not familiar, App Exposé is a view in iPadOS that shows you all of the open windows that an app has. And now there's this nice shortcut to get to it. So I'm going to open Safari and I have a few windows I have open. Some of them are minimized. I'll tap on the icon and you'll see at the bottom here, there's a notification that tells me I have 3 hidden windows. If I tap on that notification, it brings me right to Exposé. I can scroll over, get to my individual windows, and get to the one I want, swipe off the one I want if there's one I'm done with, and manage my windows that way, which is kind of handy. But what's fun about this is the animation that Apple put behind it. So I'll show you this when I switch between Safari and Mail, both of which having multiple windows open. If I open Mail, 2 hidden windows, but if I go to Safari quickly, you'll see the notification kind of drops into its app icon. It's kind of fun. It's unnecessary, but it's fun. I like that it's there. The Wallpaper gallery, where you select your different home screen and lock screen wallpapers, has received an interesting update in this beta. I'll show you. We'll go in and pretend like I'm going to pick a new wallpaper. You'll see a few different things here. A number of the different wallpapers have been condensed into different collections, and those collections now appear to be optional. That means if you want the astronomy wallpapers, for example, you have to go in and say get, and then download them. They're no longer bundled with the OS. Now I hope this means one of 2 things. One is that Apple plans on updating these wallpaper collections more frequently, and this allows them to more easily do that without having to ship a whole OS update. Or 2, hopefully this is the plumbing that will allow third-party apps to contribute wallpapers directly to the system. That's something that showed up in a beta many years ago very briefly, and then Apple pulled it, and I've been wanting it to show up ever since. So hopefully one way or another, this means a better wallpaper experience. The Music app picks up a few new features in this beta. The first is an updated UI for some of the albums and playlists in Apple Music. This isn't applied across everything so far, but you can really see this in some of the curated, personalized playlists. So for example, if I tap on the Essentials playlist, you'll see the background becomes purple, which is the primary color of that playlist artwork. Same thing if I go into the Get Up playlist, kind of dark orangey color, and then heavy rotation, kind of that mustard gold color there. In my opinion, this looks better in some cases than others. The heavy rotation playlist looks fine, but that Get Up playlist, I don't know, that does not look good to my eye, but of course, this is all subjective. Probably the most interesting of the new Music app features is the ability to use Apple Intelligence to generate playlists using a prompt. So I'm in the playlist view, I'm going to tap on the plus here, and I'm going to tap on Create New Playlists. And this brings you to the updated UI. Now, if you come in here and you don't see this, like I did not initially, you may have to force quit the Music app like I had to, or potentially even restart your iPad. On the left here, we have a text box where we can enter the prompt for the music we want to create. The idea is you put a prompt here, Apple Intelligence will search Apple Music and come up with what it thinks are the best matches. So I'm going to say 90s R&B groups, slow jams. See what it does. So it's back. Let's see what it gave me. Some of these aren't groups, but for the most part, it gave me what I wanted. So if I want to go forward with that, I'll tap on the arrow in the right corner. I can either pick a custom image for my playlist cover or pick one of the ones that Apple Intelligence generated. I'll pick this one with the CD on it. I can give it a description here if I want, and then tap the check mark, and that playlist is added to my collection. We get a couple new widgets too that are music related, but not from the Music app, and that's for the ambient music feature that exists in settings that can play ambient music for you in the background. That now has its own dedicated widget, either in kind of small view or the slightly longer view. And of course the widget is configurable, just like you would expect. You can change between the different moods here, and then choose different playlists that fit that mood. If you are a fan of the compact tab view that existed in Safari before iPadOS 26, I have good news for you. For whatever reason, Apple has decided to re-enable that option for those of us, like myself, who used it on some devices. The option is right where we left it, so go into Settings, go to Apps, Safari, scroll down, and you have the option to choose Compact Tab Bar, which I would do here. Bring up Safari, so we'll open this tab, add a new tab, Google, a new tab, iPhone. I didn't type that right, but you get the idea. iPad. Now it's not exactly the same as we had it before. It's like Apple had to take some time to figure out how this fit in with the liquid glass new UI. So each one of these tabs, instead of being discrete in the tab bar, is part of this larger oval here. You see as I'm switching between the different tabs, the active tab grows, the non-active tabs are grayed out. It's really easy to see which one's active if for some reason you couldn't tell. And it is just a nice option to have. When Apple announced its Creator Studio subscription a few weeks ago, it pulled in its productivity apps, which are Pages, Number, Keynote, and Freeform. And they all got access to premium content like images and graphics that you could use, as well as access to some AI features. It was noted at the time that Freeform would be getting that update later, and it looks like later is this update. To start, Freeform gets its Apple Creator Studio themed icon, which you either love or you hate. I'm pretty indifferent on this one in particular. Let's go ahead and launch Freeform. We get the nice new Apple Creator Studio splash screen. You have access to what Apple calls the Content Hub with that additional premium content I mentioned. I will just go into the attachment view and go browse Content Hub. You'll note that that icon is in purple here. I'm guessing that's your indication it's a subscription feature. I'll go into the hub and I can either just kind of scroll through the list of different objects I can select from. Some of these are in the free version, but there are others that are new as part of the subscription. I can, of course, search here. Different trees here, use that image, do what I have to do. You get the idea. And that's gonna do it for this look at the first iPadOS 26.4 release. As always, if you made it to the end of the video, I appreciate you and your time. If you like the video and subscribe to the channel on your way out, that'll help me and the channel out a bunch. Make sure to visit slatepad.org for iPad news, reviews, and whatever else I feel like writing about. And with that, I will catch you in the next one. Take care.